Five trends which this year I believe have impacted the Indian industry. One is digital is no longer a medium; it's actually a ecosystem. And in an ecosystem, understanding the ecosystem becomes very important in individual components, and that's one clear trend which is going to be there for a very long time. The second trend which I've observed is huge emergence of second screen with more than 6.5 million tablets and many other forms of communication. Screens are there beyond television, and a lot of consumers are adopting that. So emergence of the second screen is here to stay. The third trend which I see is uh, content for brands is very key, because today media and technology are able to get consumers closer to brand. They're also able to target consumers better, uh, both in terms of message and in terms of the type of content that they are looking at. But having a content strategy throughout the year, 365 days of the year, is going to be very key, because there are consumers buying the brand 365 days of the year. The fourth trend, which has been spoken to length globally and which we also observe in India, is the emergence of data. Uh, Data is now coming in all shapes and forms with new media tools like social media. Every action of the consumer is leaving behind some kind of data trail. So there is a huge amount of data, but the challenge with such data is there is a lot of noise and there is some very important insightful data. And the challenge is going to be how do we use this useful data and derive some meaning out of it. And therefore the use of data is going to be there. Last but not the least is the good old idea, which is core to anything we do. But my belief is that it's not about having one big idea, but a series of small ideas which add up to the impression of the brand, and that's very critical in any form of media we do. So these are the five critical trends which have kind of shaped up the Indian media industry in 2013.